Welcome back to the colony. My name is Patrick, and the march of civilization continues ever onwards here in Rimworld despite the Dane's best attempts at stopping that from happening for Lowell. Such as a raids from last episode that took out a chunk of our defensive structure over here. So that needs to be repaired by the robots. And if you want to know what's going on with the series, well, it's a one pawn only challenge run in the oasis. And yeah, the rules are is that I can't accept help from hotel guests. From the hospitality mods, but I can accept help from quest pawns that come from quests from over here. And of course also whatever robotic stuff I can build. Otherwise it's strictly Lowell. Well, that's a sort of 92 from that batch of visitors, and a gift. Modern Club and Metabone Club, normal quality. Well, looks like we have Gutworms to deal with, Lowell. Well, looks like we have a water who wants to join, Ash. That's sad, social still level 9. Normally I'd say yes, but, well, sorry Ash. Rules prevent me from accepting you. Right, so I have a quest called The Wanted Prisoners, and it's to keep 5 prisoners, from an ancient treacherously bought, in our home, basically. Or rather in a deathbed, so these scenes. And of course we're going to be dealing with the poison selectors with 2 raids of strength times 2 and roughly this size, 7 mercenary slashers, 12 scavenger thrashers, 1 waster boss, and 85 waster slashers. I'll trade it for the 81 literal medicine and the 3,460 uranium. And yeah, they're prisoners, not gas, so I just, yeah, these are temporarily now prison cells. Well, looks like the Union is paying us another visit. Well, looks like we might be dealing with the rain from the class. Or it could just be unrelated. Oh well, don't know if they're gonna make it past the defensive structure over here though. Well, some of the long-range defenses have already opened up fire. No well, get your butt out there and go help deal with the raiders that slipped past. Because that's gonna be your job now. And I think one already made it past. And it's time for you to trot stat. Just like that. And that batch of raiders is clean, so that's great. This batch of raiders is clean. And now go head up north to convince the other batch of raiders to flee. Okay, so the raiders got into the ancient danger and revealed the hive. I think this issue might sort itself out, but I'm still gonna park Lowell's butt up here to make sure that is the case. No, they somehow managed to deal with the hive. Anyways, let's go and go say hi to them. Okay, so that got them to leave. I still think I'm gonna clear out the ancient danger though. The 8 sats. Well, that takes care of that issue. Well, looks like we're dealing with 2 groups of poison selector raiders. Let's see now. No doomsday rocket launchers up here, so that's straight. How down here? Oh no, there's a doomsday rocket launcher. I hope that gets used on the defensive comms, and I think it will get used on the defensive comms. See? And it didn't even take it out. So, that was pointless. Oh well, at least it's not Lowell getting shot at. And yeah, I think it's time to lock the robots inside of Area 1, where they can be safe. And pretend the outside world doesn't exist for anybody but Lowell. Well, anyways, I think Lowell is gonna get his blood out to, help with the defenses a little bit. Over here. Well, Lowell has made contact with the enemy. See if I can just drag him out towards the defensive turrets over here. And somebody brought a shield. Well, time to lure them towards the turrets. But hey, at least I made them waste the shield over there. Well, I managed to aggro the enemy enough to begin their assault for this batch of raiders. So I'm just gonna send Lowell back for some healing. And I think the turrets have opened fire now. And now this batch of raiders is fleeing. What about the other one? Up here. Nope, still here. Well, looks like the second batch of raiders has made contact with the defensive structure up here. I don't think they're gonna make it past. And now they're fleeing. So yes, I did call it. Well, looks like we have a score of 89 from that batch of visitors, and a gift. 6 Federal medicine. And we have a score of 77 from that batch of visitors, and a gift. 11 steel bone. Well, looks like we have a transport pod crashing in through the heavens, containing gin. Biostat crafting still level 13. Normally I would, but the rules prevent me, so sorry, Jen. Well, looks like we've got a side control high and at the men, so basically just Lowell here. Amongst the colonists, anyways. So he's gonna be rather grouchy about that. 90-30 is the mood debuff, if you're wondering, from the high-sided drone. Well, I think the raid from this quest has arrived. Considering it's the poison slickers. Don't have to make it past the defensive structure out here, though. Well, anyways, I'm gonna be sending Lowell out to go start taking pot shots at the enemy raiders. And who knows, maybe I'll be able to aggro them into the defensive turrets that I built out here. Well, time to play a game of chicken with the enemies. Are there any Doomsday rocket launches by any chance? Not in that batch, just a triple, two bio-coded triple rocket launches, so they're completely useless to me. How about in this batch? Oh my, that's a Doomsday rocket launcher. Well, time to start panicking a little bit. I sure hope Lowell has the constitution to just tank that. Speaking of which, dump another couple of points into constitution, please. And oh yeah, before I forget, lock all the robots inside of area 1 so they don't get hurt. Anyways, they're beginning their assault now. I'm gonna drive them by the turrets and see if I can just bait them in. And then just let the turrets deal with them. And so the turrets are opening fire now. And now they're fleeing. Good. Anyways, it's time to aggro this batch of raiders. And hopefully stay out of the range of the Doomsday rocket launcher, because that would be disastrous. And that was a triple rocket launcher. It just completely whiffed. Oh well. And now they're beginning the assault. Oh well. Start running back to the base. And go driving by the turrets again. Because that's how we're going to deal with this raid. Let's see now. We've got some visitors from Obu that are nervous about the entering my territory thing for the hotel. And the reason is, blazers. Alright, perfectly understandable. I'll send them away this time. Well, anyways, it's time for the turrets to engage the enemy raiders. With some help from Lowell. And now they're fleeing. Good. And hey, we still got a score of 42 out of that batch of visitors, so I guess that's good. Well, looks like Powergeneration went berserk. It was one of our prisoners, so Noel. That is unfortunately your job to deal with. Well, looks like Power somehow lost the right leg and the right arm. So yeah. Anyways, Power went down. Right as that happens, the shuttle has arrived. Model load, please. Alright, so all the prisoners are loaded up and send. Okay, so we have the stuff. 81 mineral medicine and 3,460 uranium. Whoa, looks like we have an infestation. In this room, so that's not really much of an issue for us since we've got all these flame columns. They're probably gonna roast the buds. And if all the flame columns just went off. And yeah, the infestation sorted itself out. And oh hey, looks like we have some cargo pods. 199 cloth. Okay. Looks like Obu is paying us another visit. Well, looks like we've got her number 3 joining the colony with the cows. I think I'm probably just gonna end up turning all the pigs into lunch. Because I think we might have too many herds. Well, looks like we have a mad monkey somewhere. never mind. Turret's out with it. Oh, hey, more cargo pods. Let's just see what's inside. 7, wake up. Okay. And we have a store of 48 and a gift. Frog grenades. Okay. Well, we have a method structure to worry about. You know, I think I might want some harpeetles as pets. Assuming that we're at the level that we need to be to tame those. And by harpeetle, I mean spore bone barrel. So, I guess that's the wrong method structure. Never mind. And that takes care of that issue. Looks like the Union is paying us a visit, so I guess that's nice to see them again. Another day, more cargo pods. Let's just see what's inside. Premise 10. 192 to be exact. And that's a plus 3% bonus to the Metroid shredding the efficiency of our colonists. And robots. Let's see, now, where's the hardened components? Or rather, the nano-infused components? Ah, there it is. And then endless progress again. And that's a store of 99 from that batch of visitors. And a gift. 13 components. Oh boy, Volcanic Winter. Thankfully, we already had the hydroponics up and running, so, yeah. Well, looks like the Metcalf has paid us another visit. This is like a turret issue. Yep, they intend to breach the walls. Lock the robots inside of Area 1 and pretend the outside world doesn't exist. And yes, that was indeed a turret issue. Well, looks like the Metroids are back again with a sighted ship. This is indeed Lowell's job, sadly. And contact has been made. And, yeah, time for Lowell to start batting up. I said start batting up, Lowell. Or just hide behind a wall and just pop out occasionally. Right, so one's already offline. Well, rip, Lowell's right little toe, who sadly, was removed from his body, to put it lightly. Well, Lowell's, fully healed mostly. Still got the wounds. Anyways, back in you go. Right, so that's stretch 1. Alrighty then. And I have to be mindful of the, Metroids. At least anything unfortunate happens to Lowell. Alright, so that's another Metroid down. Well, I think it might be time to send Lowell back for some proper healing. Well, Lowell is fully healed, so that means, time to send him out, to deal with the rest of the Metroids, hopefully. Or this might be a multiple trip, expedition for these Metroids. So yeah, looks like, a lot more Metroids are getting offline, so that's great. Lowell's about, halfway down on the HP. I might have to send him back to, the base to get patched back up again. Fortunately, we seem to be, killing these Metroids faster than they can kill us, so that's great. There's 2 Metroids left. Well, there's 1 Metroid left. So, Lowell should be able to deal with this one. Charge Blaster, though. And now there's done. And that takes care of the sighted ship. It was, annoying the colony. Well, we have some visitors from Obu who wants to, stay at the colony. The problem is, Volcanic Winter. You know what? I think I brought the AC, to deal with this. No? Well, on that note, I think this is a perfect stopping point for this video, so like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video and its playlist. All of our social media photos help out the channel and the algorithm for free. And if you want to support your channel financially, there's a link to my Ko-Fi in the description below where you can do exactly that for as low as $1 a month. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one tomorrow, so stay tuned for that one. Bye!